Hillsong Church, a haven for celebrities or a cause for concern? Let's explore the secrets of Justin Bieber's scary church and the other celebrities who have been trapped in their cult. Justin Bieber has credited Hillsong Church with helping him find spirituality and purpose. He has attended services, participated in worship sessions, and even brought his wife Hailey Bieber to the church. Justin Bieber's involvement with Hillsong began in 2013 when he was 19 years old. Now at the time, Bieber was going through a period of personal turmoil, including a highly publicized arrest and struggles with substance dependency issues. Justin Bieber met Carl Lentz, who co-founded Hillsong's New York megachurch in 2008 through another pastor, Judah Smith, who introduced them after Bieber's mom used to play Smith's preaching to him as a kid. Lentz's influence on Bieber's life was significant. He encouraged Bieber to explore his faith and provided guidance on how to navigate the challenges of fame. Bieber, in turn, credited Lentz and Hillsong Church with helping him to find a sense of purpose and direction. However, Bieber's relationship with Lentz has also been characterized as unconventional and overly close. The two were frequently spotted together, and Lentz often accompanied Bieber on tour and to high-profile events. The close relationship between Bieber and Lentz has raised eyebrows among some critics who have basically accused Lentz of using his position to gain access to celebrity circles and promote his own brand. Lentz has also faced criticism for his very lavish lifestyle and, perceived hypocrisy. In 2020, Lentz was fired from Hillsong Church due to allegations of infidelity and misconduct. Now, the scandal surrounding Lentz's departure has raised further questions about the nature of his relationship with Bieber and the extent to which Hillsong Church enabled or covered up Lentz's behavior. Now, despite the controversy surrounding Lentz, Bieber has continued to be involved with Hillsong Church, although the nature and extent of his involvement are unclear at this time. Some have speculated that Bieber's association with Hillsong has had a very lasting impact on his life and career, while others have raised concerns about the potential for exploitation or manipulation. Hillsong's flock was growing simply because people attended services in hopes of crossing paths, with Bieber and his then girlfriend at the time, Selena Gomez, plus a slew of Lentz's famous pals, including Kendall and Kylie Jenner, Jay-Z, Oprah Winfrey, Kevin Durant, Hugh Jackman and his family, Bono, and Lenny Kravitz. Chris Pratt also attended, and Vanessa Hudgens. Now that's just to name a few, but Bieber was the most prominent Hillsong devotee, and his commitment to a path of faith and atonement came at a time when Bieber was navigating several unflattering outbursts, including a 2014 arrest, an egging incident also in 2014, and an incident involving attacking a limo driver in Toronto, Ontario. So many people, have called Lentz's intentions inherently hypocritical and, just dismissive. And then that his motivation kind of seems to have been to use celebrity or to use glamour to amass a following, amass power, to amass fame. Someone like Carl Lentz, who has these goals in mind, saw an opportunity to bring Bieber on board. Preachers and Sneakers Instagram account creator Ben Kirby said, for a lot of people, it looked like it was just a tool to build his own personal network. Soon, volunteers began to question the celebrity-focused nature of services, including a VIP section that everyday worshipers were forbidden to enter. Also, is that not the biggest red flag ever? I'm not attending no church with a VIP section, be so for real. But, more so than that, many were concerned about the growing cult of personality forming around Lentz and how Brian Houston would respond to Lentz's perceived power eclipsing his own, which, by the way, Brian Houston, in case you don't know, is the founder and former pastor of Hillsong's OG location in Australia, who actually stepped aside from his roles within the church in 2022 after being criminally charged in Australia for allegedly concealing essay of a young person by his father, who has been doing that since the 70s or 80s. Anyway, Lentz had a 5-month affair with a woman named Ronan Kareem, who has been quite vocal about it and even did a docuseries and said they met in a park one Friday in May of 2019 and shared their first kiss over a shot of tequila. She said in an interview, he kept saying a lot that we were so similar, me and him, that we found each other because we were both so broken. She said, though, that she soon realized that she was just like an add-on for him and that he ultimately only brought chaos into her life. She said, the more you say no to him, the more he keeps coming back. Lentz announced his departure from Hillsong through Instagram, on November 5th, 2020, and then he would soon enter treatment for depression, anxiety, and pastoral burnout. Chris Pratt and wife Katherine Schwarzenegger are frequent attendees at Hillsong Church, and even their fans have been concerned for them. Many celebrities have attended Hillsong Church and their services, including Selena Gomez, Kylie Jenner, and as mentioned, Chris Pratt and wife. But why? Is it for God? Is it for the hot pastor? Or is it a popularity thing? moving. While some have been open about their involvement, others have kept their, attendance very private. Hillsong Church is a Pentecostal megachurch that emphasizes the importance of faith, community, and worship. Its teachings focus on the Bible and the power of prayer. Now, despite its popularity, Hillsong Church has faced criticism and concerns about its true intentions. Some have accused the church of being overly focused on prosperity and material wealth, while others have raised concerns about its treatment of the LGBTQ+, community. Now, some former members have accused Hillsong Church of exhibiting cult-like behavior, including emotional manipulation, control, and even isolation. These allegations have raised concerns about the church's impact on its members' mental health. As you may have guessed, any organization that encourages people to follow the teachings of one charismatic man may not have the purest of intentions. Cough, cough, Charles Manson. Now, after Pratt, who predominantly attends, LA's Zoe Church, part of the Hillsong family, talked about how church helped him deal with the pressures of fame on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Ellen Page actually tweeted that he should also address what she called Hillsong's infamously anti-LGBTQ views. Now, Page was referring to a pastor from Hillsong who wrote in a blog post that he believes God's word is clear that marriage is between a man and a woman. Pratt responded on Instagram days later saying, "Nothing could be further from the truth. I go to a church that opens their doors to absolutely everyone." He went on to comment and commend the church's openness, when he went through his divorce, and added, "Despite what the Bible says, faith is important to me, but no church defines me or my life, and I am not a spokesperson for any church or any group of people." Selena Gomez was a frequent attendee during her on-off relationship with Bieber, but it's unclear if she is still a member of the church. Kylie and Kendall Jenner have attended, as they have been spotted many times with Hailey Bieber, but it's unclear if and how frequent they still go. Now, Tyson Chandler has been an attendee also. The Los Angeles Lakers player is a member of the church and close friends with Carl Lentz. So when Bieber, who was living with Lentz at the time, asked to be baptized in the middle of the night, literally at like 2 a.m., Lentz called the NBA player to ask if they could use his bathtub. Now, Lentz later told Oprah Winfrey of the experience, saying it was probably one of the most special things I've ever been a part of. But why did he need to be urgently baptized? So much so it couldn't wait till the morning. That's weird. Kourtney Kardashian goes to Hillsong as well, allegedly. Now, the Keeping Up with the Kardashian star has been seen leaving Hillsong services with actor Luca Sabat and Phi Kadra, both, twins of DJ duo Simi and Hayes. Now, in an additional Kardashian connection, Miami-based minister Rich Wilkerson, who famously performed at Kim and Kanye's wedding, has often delivered sermons as a guest speaker, although he isn't officially connected to the church's team of, clergy. Now, Kevin Durant has also been in attendance at Hillsong. Durant has had a very close relationship with Carl, who was, also reportedly present when the basketball player got baptized at Hillsong in New York City, and when he signed a sports management deal with rapper Jay-Z, the Christian Post actually reported it. Kyrie Irving is another person who has been seen in attendance. Irving learned, or actually leaned in on Carl Lentz to help him talk through wanting to get traded from, Cleveland Cavaliers back in 2017, and that's according to TMZ. Now, Vanessa Hudgens and Austin Butler, the ex-couple who met in 2005 on the set of High School Musical, they attended the church services together when they were, together, which we know they aren't anymore, so it's possible they both don't go. Hudgens at the time opened up to the New York Times about the church, saying that they really focus on you having your own personal relationship with Jesus, which is wonderful. Someone actually recently snapped a photo of what looked to be Austin coming out of the church, but no definitive proof has been established that he was actually leaving the service or not. Nick Jonas, also an attendee, although, Jonas ditched his purity ring, the singer still prioritizes religion and was once seen at a Hillsong service with a fan who tweeted a photo of them together. Haley Steinfeld is another celebrity who attended Hillsong, and of course, when she was rumored to be dating Bieber in 2017, TMZ said that the star was also attending the church. And of course, Bono is another one. U2's Bono, who has been vocal about his religious beliefs, has attended Hillsong also. Now, one person on Reddit who is not a celebrity shared a personal experience that she's had with Hillsong and wrote that she knew someone that was into Hillsong, kept trying to get her and her sibling to join, the chapter they have in LA. She said their selling point was that you'll get to meet some really cool people, no more being around negative people and toxicity, and plus you'll get introduced to some, celebrities. She said they were so, indoctrinated, and it was actually scary. It was to the point where parents and family friends were considering staging an intervention. She said, "It just confirms to me that all that glitters is not gold. It just feels off." Another person said that when she left Hillsong, it only took 24 hours for her to be shunned by everyone she knew from the church, to the point where, even her roommate moved out of the space they shared because of this. So this really does peg the question, is Hillsong a cult? Most will say yes. Those in obviously will say no. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching. I'm your host, Ashley. It's been great catching up.